Southern Soul ATL FM.com radio. I am Earl Z Pearl. Welcome to the bad girl of the blues, Tina Brown. How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the bad girl of the blues, Tina Brown. Hey, Tina. Woo. You got a hell of a guest today, man. I'm excited.
I am too. We got a little history. I mean, a young man coming on. I'm calling on the air today. And I want to introduce to everybody, all my listeners out there. I want y'all to listen to the hype man of the South, of Southern Soul, y'all. Y'all get up for Double Shot.
Double Shot is in the building, man. I'm glad you hear Double Shot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Every time I take a drink, I be thinking.
That's right. That's right, baby. Double Shot. Not a single shot, but a double.
One question to ask you, Double Shot. How you doing?
Hey, I'm blessed, baby. I am super blessed. Yes, ma'am.
So what you got going on? I mean, I heard you got a lot of things going on. You can go ahead and let us know, let the listeners know what you got going on.
Oh, well, the beginning of it is that I relocated from the Atlanta area with a music background and have moved myself up to Raleigh. So now I'm up in Raleigh on the music scene with some new representatives, new management, audition management team that's on the ground working with me full time. And one of the major ones is the Mr. Make It Happen, Mr. Anthony. His nickname is Migo, and he's out of Raleigh. I think he's a Wake Forest native, but he's in Raleigh now, and he's currently working with Angel King and the TNT Girls. And we end up, all I can say is that she invited them down to a show that me and her was on. We were friends, so we talked and stuff about the music business and keep each other lifted up. And all I know is she invited her team down to support the situation. And they seen me, and they was amazed.
I can imagine.
Yes, the founder of that group is Fantasia Daddy.
Oh wow! Okay.
Father. Yeah. So he's the founder of that group, and so she ended up being up on the Migo management now. And
that is great. I'm glad to hear. Let's let the listeners know how we first met a couple years ago.
There you go. Well, I know that we've seen each other before, but met is on that boat.
Yeah. Gina Jones, Southern Lover Boy, Southern Soul. Yeah,
that's right. The cruise. yeah. And we tore it up together out there on that boat.
Oh yeah, we did. It was showtime for real. Mm-hmm. And I liked your energy when I first met you. You got the ship hyped, everybody hyped in the show, and and I'm like, do he ever calm down? Because you were just jumping, you're just doing your thing, honey.
Yes, ma'am. I can't help it. I call him. I'm like an energy bunny. I can't help it. Keep going and going and going.
I'm telling you, I'm like, wow, that energy level is amazing. That's a blessing,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And then from then on, everything been blessed from when I end.
Yeah.
Yep, and then we did that last show. Remember that last show we did?
Oh, yeah, we just did it, so, yeah. Yeah, you were hosting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
then,
you
were hosting, yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so, I mean, everything was beautiful. And
you did a wonderful job up there hosting. That's my first time ever seeing you host the show, and you did an amazing job from beginning to end. Got to give it to you.
Much. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. I really appreciate that. And, yes, ma'am.
Also, you got to let them know you're ex-military too, aren't you?
That's right, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm a veteran. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, the better hooah.
Who are? That's right. We veterans. That's right. Me and you,
Yeah,
Jeter, all of
yep.
us.
There's a lot of
Personal
us.
manager.
Yeah,
A
a lot
lot
of
of
us
us.
vets out there. We take a lot of us, what we learn in the military, leadership, and how to be
That's right.
independent and handle different situations, even
That's
stressful
right.
situations. You learn that. So when you're out here in this game, you don't get too bothered by a lot of things because we're so used to different other things we have to handle, real life situations. So when you
Yes,
deal with a
ma'am.
music game, I don't get flustered, and I notice you don't either too much.
Not at all. I've had a lot of challenges in my, during my career, especially when I was in Atlanta, and how I overcome them is just didn't let it bother me, and we kept moving. Like the military teaches not to switch small. You know
Yeah.
what? So we just keep it moving, and we pray for the better, and keep it moving, and that's what I did. And like I said, North Carolina picked me up. I got this weekend's the first official weekend that I was there, y'all. And
Oh, congratulations!
yes, ma'am, and I
How'd
was
it go?
welcome. But now I'm gonna tell you from rooter to the two. The first thing
Okay.
Friday, lock in with Mr. Kingpin. He's the CEO of one of the CEOs over there of Oak 93.5 in Raleigh, one of the radio
Okay.
stations. He usually don't show up on the spot. Like he showed up on the spot. He really wanted to meet me, so he met me over at the at Amar Club, and we sat down, we chatted up, we talked a little bit. I didn't think he was gonna be at the radio station, but he mentioned that he was gonna have me, come to his radio station and do an interview with me, Angela King, and the manager, and Migo, all of us,
Okay.
because he was so proud of Migo, that he ended up with two good quality artists in group, artists in a group and a hype man all together and host. And he was proud of him because he had met him a couple of years ago. So from that point, I didn't think he was going to be at the radio station. He made it seem like we were just going to have to deal with the ones that's part of the personnel on the show.
Yeah.
So I got there, met the ladies, everything was good, we were ready to start and all that. And when the intro came on, all I know, I see him run up in there and jump right in. And I'm like, whoa, where you come from? So it shocked me. He was really happy. And then he surprised me, y'all. He turned around and turned the rest of the show over to me. And
Oh,
I hosted
wow.
the rest of the show. So that he put me on the spot and left. He left the radio station.
Well, he knew you had it, apparently.
I hope, man, look. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie,
he
y'all, I was a little nervous, but
did.
it worked out fine, y'all. It really worked out fine. I learned something that day, of course. I learned how to cue in music and and mess with the switchboard a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I learned that on my own. He showed me a little bit, and from that point on, I picked up on it, got a little help because I lost some. I didn't lost vision of the music, but like I said, everything was learning process, and I was proud of that moment. And
Yeah.
then we rolled in. That was Saturday. After Friday, I met with him. Saturday, I went to the station. That night, y'all, I got a bonus, I call it, because
Oh.
I ended up meeting. I heard this guy is one of the biggest guys in radio, and
Good.
he's from 97.5, Mr. Brian Dawson, out of Raleigh. When I
Okay.
met him at I think it's called I don't want to misspell. I think it's Embrace or something event center out there, Amber's, whatever it was. All I know is I met him out there at the event center out there, and he asked for my information, and I had the little dot band with all the information on it. He was kind of impressed by that, so I tapped his phone. All my information came in, and he told us to give him a minute. So I went and sat down, quiet and everything, and Migo was anxious, so he wanted to see what he thought about me or whatever. So he went back and questioned me. He said, "Give me a minute." I'm still talking with the club manager. Y'all, 5 minutes later, this man came out with a microphone and handed it over to me and told me, "You got the night. You get with the DJ and you gonna hype the rest of the night in this big spot." And I'm like, "Huh?" And he left.
Huge. That is huge.
And he left. So that was huge opportunity there. A second opportunity with another radio, one of the biggest radio stations in Raleigh. So I just say God is good. And from that point on, I ended up at Club Woods, and I met the owner, Mr. Hollywood, on Sunday.
Okay.
At Wood Bar and Lounge, and I ended up getting the mic handed to me by both DJs, DJ Inferno and DJ Pac-Man. They handed me the mic and told me, "Hype it up. You the hype man of the South. Show 'em."
Well, that's what
gave
you
me
are.
opportunity.
That's amazing. That's a blessing. You know, you are. When I first met you were the hype man, and that's a blessing. Now they're recognizing you and giving you your flowers and letting you do what you're supposed to be doing. It's what your calling is to be a hype man. You're great at it.
Yes, man. And I'm so excited about it. And I heard that I might be getting, I don't want to spill the news just yet, but I heard I might be getting a huge opportunity at a radio station soon. I just don't know how soon, but they're discussing it. So,
wow.
Yeah. So, I just thank God, because it's just how God works,
Exactly.
He placed me in a place where people accept me.
Yeah, when we don't see it coming, that's when it comes for you. We don't see it coming, and that's the blessing in it because you didn't plan for it. It just came to see you, and it gave you the opportunity.
It gave me the opportunity. That is crazy. I mean, it seemed like it happened overnight. So
you've been working hard for a long time. You got any new music you're working on?
Yeah, I got new music. I got a single called "Lay Down With Me" that I'm working on. It's gonna be released soon, and I'm working on another one. I'm waiting on my beats from P4 to finish them. So I'm working on some new music, and me and Angela King, since we all a team now, and TNT Girls are going to be working on a project as well together out there in North Carolina. So, like I said, North Carolina, like I said, Raleigh has become a new home, and I really feel like I'm gonna really blossom from the state of North Carolina.
Are you from North Carolina? I mean, from the Carolinas, or are you from Georgia, actually?
I'm actually from Georgia. I'm originally from Augusta.
Oh,
home of James Brown. That's right. I ended up in Atlanta for a large amount of years, and like I said, the North Carolina thing was new. My older brother moved up there, and I have like a stepdad up that way. He's from Winston-Salem. Mama passed. He's from Winston-Salem, and his name is Mr. Harper, Henry Harper, and he's very known for being one of the biggest bond companies he owns up there for selling it and retiring. And he had one of the biggest limo companies in the area as well. So I do have relatives up there. Yeah, I got a bunch of stepbrothers and all that. And he's still up there, up in that area, up in the Winston-Salem area.
Well, that's good. You got a lot of support up that way. I'm gonna blame you for making that move and for opportunities. Like you got a lot of them up there, and sometimes you got to move and relocate to go to where your opportunities are.
That's right. That's right. And then, like I said, I'm gonna miss Atlanta. To be honest, I'm gonna miss the area and everything. I'm gonna come back, of course, if I'm booked, but I'm gonna miss the area. Because like I said, I really, really, truly love Atlanta. Really, truly love supporting and representing Atlanta. I love Atlanta. And I was hoping and praying that some, my opportunities would have came through Atlanta, but I see God had another, path for me today. Where like I was told that they feel like I'm really needed up there to help the Southern Soul, because Southern Soul hasn't really got developed in Raleigh at all. It's more towards you got some in Charlotte a little bit, and it's more towards the other side of the area. It's not up in the Raleigh area.
Oh, it's not up there. Okay, wow.
It's more in the country. Yes. So, I'm figuring they got a plan where, I'll be helping them like build the area up there with the artists and to help them build up. So
Gotcha. That's a good plan.
yeah,
You gotta sometimes
yeah,
Southern Soul is kind of is all over the place. And there's a lot of places that still haven't touched yet, but people
they
are
have it.
jumping
Yeah,
on and they're hearing the good quality of music, the different various artists, and different way we deliver our music. Some do it like I said, like we get the hype men like you. I'm Southern
yeah,
Soul, but mainly blues. You get the trail riders, and you can get some of everything. I like the diversity of Southern Soul because Southern Soul is a vibe, and that's what I
it
call it,
is.
a vibe. So when you get on a part of that movement, you're vibing with whatever you're vibing with. You can just roll with it, and most of the time we accept everybody in as long as it's good quality music, because you're gonna be able to get on them shows. But like I was telling Jeter in the last show, that
Hmm.
promo is a big part of what we do, and I know you've done a lot of that.
Hmm.
You
I
promo
have.
or do you still promo?
I'm doing a little bit, but yeah, I've done some last night. But mostly, like I said, when I came there, they didn't know I was on. Now, speaking
Oh,
of an
okay.
artist, I'm serious. It shocked them. The music is
Wow.
going to be played at both stations because they're shocked. They like a short time. A short time is one of the favorites.
Okay, that's a good
Um,
one. Yeah, it is good. It's a good one.
and they like Ready to Party. Both of those
That's
are the ones that
it's
they
my
really
favorite. My
favor.
daughter's favorite song, "Ready to Party." She
Yes,
loves that song.
yes, yes, ma'am. So those songs are really liked it, and Ready to Party is so much of a crossover, y'all. Is that the radio stations have took that song first, and it's already in rotation. And I also have a
Congratulations!
silly,
Wow.
thank you. I also have a silly song I called That's That BS, right?
Uh
And
huh.
it's it's from experiences, and
Okay.
I'm laughing because they love that song, and most of the young does. And I'm laughing. It was just funny that they played the clean version on the radio station. They kept playing it, and once we went off the air, y'all know it automatically goes right on the
Yeah.
recorded. Well, the first song that led off was that back into the regular program, and
Oh
then it
wow.
went from that to Ready to Party, and then commercial. And I was laughing because they said the program director he likes those songs. So I mean, I just feel blessed in general that to find somebody that appreciate me and welcome me like they welcome me, especially that being locked in with Kingpin. That was a real blessing.
Yeah,
My
definitely.
biggest is he got a book and everything. He's very, very, very well known up there. He was started off a celebrity. Um, I think he was a publicist, celebrity publicist
Okay.
with all the big artists, and he blew up. And he's one of the best people I've dealt with up there, big. And then I turned around and met Mr. Brown, and that was an awesome guy. And he spoke a lot less, but I felt his spirit. And when he came to me, it was like, you know, people were shocked because they say he don't give the mic to nobody, no anybody. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, got to. You
yeah,
proved yourself.
yeah. And so, it was just a blessing, y'all. And I'm just saying, I really, 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 really praise God for it because, it's just like it's a long time coming for people to see the true talent in me and by the opportunities coming out like it did, I had to give all opportunity and thank God for allowing me to meet Migo, my new
Yeah,
rep, because
exactly.
he opened the doors for me, y'all. By him having a relationship, all he did was open the door. He told me it's up to me to kick it down, but he gonna give
Exactly.
me the door open. And God fixed it where I didn't even have to lift a foot.
Wow.
So
That's a
yeah,
blessing right there. When I brought you to Clarksville, Tennessee, a couple of years
that's
ago,
right.
I think
Yes, ma'am.
you opened up for Jeter. Yeah, I had Jeter that I
That's
brought
right.
you on,
That's right.
opened a
Yes,
show, and
ma'am.
you got up there and hyped the crowd. They
Yes,
weren't
ma'am.
used to nobody like you. You were all over the
No, ma'am.
club. You were just singing to
Yes, ma'am.
everybody and hyping everybody up, and they're like, "When you bringing him back?"
I know,
They
right?
loved you
And
my
I've been
way.
looking forward to come back. Yes, ma'am. I'd be happy to go back and everything. I'd be happy to go back to Tennessee. I really enjoyed myself up there in Clarksville. It was a lovely experience.
Yeah, we're working on some other projects, and I'll be hitting you up about some other stuff we have coming up, and keep you being the hype man that you are in the business, because
That's right.
You're the one and only. There's no other hype man but you, and so you're rare. You're a rare commodity.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that. I really do. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so you say you got some new music coming. You said, right?
Yes, ma'am. Like I said, I got those tracks coming, but the main thing is video. Visual is what I want to work on, and we're right now working on a big plan to shoot a short time in North Carolina. And Raleigh is like I said, I played that song and they went crazy over it. Kingpin told Migo that he got a lot of positive feedback from the station, from the listeners and Angela and them on our music and stuff. So especially in short time, they think it's silly. They feel like it's gonna be very kid friendly, and it's a fun song, and I feel like I need to really shoot that out there in the community. So I'm working on that, and that's a major project that I'm going to put together and make sure I get everything and all the ducks in a row to make sure that's a successful shoot. And I want to invite everybody from Atlanta that supported the track, and everybody from all other places, to Alabama, that love the track, because Alabama loved the track as well.
Oh yeah.
And, I haven't had nobody that really didn't like the track. I mean, and the track is still in the top 10 downloads for rhythm and soul.
It's a lot of energy. That's why a lot of people like it. They can feel it because it makes you get up and want to dance.
Yes, ma'am. So a lot of DJs are still downloading, and I appreciate them for support.
Okay, well, you got anything that you want to tell the listeners out there? Any information, booking information, whatever?
Yes, I will. I like to tell them to follow me because I notice a lot of people are tuning in to me, but they're not following me, and I heard that's hurting me. So I like to get the fans, the ones that my fans, to actually follow me on Instagram. Dubba Shottz, DUBBASHOTTZ. So once you put it in, you put double, and then you do the underscore, and you put Shottz. You can find me on Instagram and follow me. That'll help build my followers up, because I need to build my followers up. And on TikTok as well, you can just put my name, Dubba Shottz, DUBBASHOTTZ. You follow me on there. You continue to follow me on Facebook. My Facebook was good. They continue to follow me on Facebook as well. And the booking information is Mr. Anthony Migo. They call him Mr. Make It Happen, and his phone number is 919-457-8794. And so that's my booking information, and I do hosting, of course, as you know. I've hyped shows up along with the DJ. Been good at both of those, the show, and I perform as well. So I worked out a lot of deals.
Do you still perform? That's going to ask you that.
Yes, I work a lot of deals out because a lot of people have had me do all of it. They booked me to do all of it. Yes, so that's what's been really happening. They've been calling me. They've been making jokes saying I'm a triple shot. I'm not a double shot no more.
Not a double shot. That's a good one. Triple shot.
Yeah.
Change your name.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So that's what they've been calling me. And at the end of the day, like I say, I like to really thank my personal manager, Ms. Vaughn Brown, because like I said, she held me down and got me going and got me started, and she's still there, and she's just in the background allowing the management to work with me on the ground, and he joined the management team, and I appreciate him, North Carolina, believing in me enough to move me forward into my career, and I really appreciate those guys out there and the love. And also, I got to give a major shout out to DJ Inferno, because he's part of the team as well now, and he's like Goldfinger, DJ Goldfinger broke Ready to Party out of Atlanta, and he's a Goldfinger guy. He's like a legendary DJ in North Carolina, out there in the Raleigh area.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So so I'm friends now with two legendary DJs, Goldfinger out of Atlanta and the DJ Inferno out of Raleigh. So that's a blessing that those fellas are in my life, because they get wisdom from them fellas, and Goldfinger gave me a lot of wisdom, and I appreciate that brother for taking time to show me love in Atlanta. So he's gonna always have favor in my book. I'm gonna still come by there when I can, and open to come by and support him and surprise him like I always do, because he's always playing Regular Party. That's his favorite song. That's gonna always be safe. And he said, as long as he got a breath in his body, he's gonna push that song. And I appreciate him in Atlanta. He's really showed me mad love in Atlanta and opened doors for me in Atlanta, just playing it, and other DJs have heard it in the club. So they start playing in other clubs. That's how I got started in Atlanta. Goldfinger.
Gotcha. Okay, got you.
And then the other cat, what's the other cat? From 102.9. Tony, what's his name?
I don't know.
102.9. Trying to think of his name. I wanted to give him a shout out because he's the first one to put me on the radio out there in Atlanta. On 102.
Okay.
Yeah, that 102.9. Yeah. He get ready to party at Chad. He put it on the radio, and it stayed on the radio. So
okay.
He gave my first opportunity in Atlanta on the radio.
That's when I first met you, when you had that song, and everybody on the cruise ship, we fell in love with you with that song and the energy that you projected in that song. So congratulations on everything you got going on.
It. Yes, ma'am.
I really appreciate you being on my part of my show of how you do it.
I appreciate it. That's right. I appreciate you allowing me to be there. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Really
and Earl.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Mr. Earl. Thank you for allowing me to come back home, baby.
Oh, man.
And we did say we was going to do it again there.
Yeah, we did like family.
And look what happened. I ended up back on here.
Yeah.
And now I'm out of North Carolina. I went from Atlanta to North Carolina.
Man, and I just wanted to add to you that that corridor, that Highway 85 corridor, is well traveled, and there's cities being built along Highway 85, and I believe Raleigh is on there. So you're going to be back and forth from Raleigh to Atlanta quite a bit.
I am.
That's going to happen because of the way that corridor is lined up and the way people are supporting people in those cities. So
that's right.
You're right on time.
Exactly. And like I said, they're trying to it's right on time. They're trying to wake up. And what I like about it is the fact that they're willing to accept the Southern Soul industry, and they're willing to help now. They're getting together to help, the artists that are doing their thing and doing good in the area, and they're willing to get behind them, and I like that. And that's one thing I say that I'm liking about Raleigh now. That they're if you're working hard and you're pushing yourself out there, they're willing to take a look at you and give you the opportunity to be heard on the radio, and all of that with other people. Some places not doing so. So
exactly,
I'm liking that, and they're talking about putting a team together to help those people, and that's good. That's good.
Well, that is good. You don't get a lot of support in a lot of different areas, so you're where you're at home now, and that's where you need to be to stay and network outside from that area because you got a team that's working with you. And I'm just happy for you. Happy for your opportunity.
Yes, ma'am, and I appreciate it all. I appreciate everything, y'all, time and all, like always.
Well, thank you for being part of my show. How you doing?
Always.
And I'll be seeing you out there on the road. Believe me, I'll be seeing you, brother.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Yes, thank you, honey. Earl Z Pearl. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, too.
Always.
Yeah. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, turning on, and telling a friend.
Always. Yes, sir.
Okay. Next time. The next star up next week will be Karen Wolf. Y'all tune in. One love.
One love.